I want to show you our California rain. And it's still raining a little bit right now, but this is what our patio looks like when it rains. And you can see, even though we have some bridges here to walk on, some boards, Tom is making some more because now the water is going clear down the walk. This morning when I went to take care of the chickens, the water was clear up to the end. But there are the chickens out there. I don't know if you can see them, but it's not raining as much, and they've come out to eat some green grass. So I just wanted to show you California rains, and we have 3 more days coming. And at times we see these boards out down here float, that it gets that deep. So I'm going to go in and show you the rest of what I was going to do. See you. And it's just a good day to read and get cozy, but I thought I would show you just a few. Well, I was asked about what were the benefits, or why did I like to take the 12 weeks of Heartiness course. So I'm going to tell you some of that. Also, I want to show you, I always said I was going to show you the rest of my other half to my kitchen. But first of all, I want to say on the class, I've really learned a lot. I'm going to go back a few years back. I'd already stopped taking sugar, but I really had some missing pieces to the diet. Even though I didn't have processed foods, I was cutting that out. I cut the sugars out. But when I did that, I also cut out too many carbohydrates. And what I've read since then is that it can sort of mess up your, excuse me, your metabolism. And so I think when I stopped the sugars, I lost a lot of weight. I would say close to 40 pounds. I was, let's see, what am I right now? I was 8 to 10 pounds lighter than I am right now when I lost the weight. But I also, and I think it played into it, that I wasn't getting the carbohydrates. I was taking some things that I shouldn't have been taking, and I wound up with a mild heart attack. And then after that, and that made me extremely tired, so it took me a long time just to feel good after that. And I had been walking about 45 minutes a day. Well, I came to the conclusion I either have to walk and not do any yard work, mow my lawn or garden, or do I want to garden and mow my lawn? So I picked my garden, and I don't know if that was the right choice, but I didn't walk like I did. And then the summer after that, we had a lot of family, and so my idea was just to feed everyone. I didn't pay attention to whatever. I was just trying to feed us all. And so I picked up weight. And then I found out it was harder, even though I went back and got in the groove, sort of. I still had a hard time losing that weight again. And I think it was because I cut out so many carbs that I just wasn't getting hardly any. I didn't allow myself to eat carrots, beets, potatoes, any root, anything that grew under the ground, I didn't eat. And corn, none of that, no grains, no bread. And I don't think I did myself a favor. So then when I started the course, Renda explains why we should have all those things and really how we should be eating. And so those have been my guidelines, and I know it's been slow at coming because it doesn't seem like I've lost any weight, but I have a little bit. and I've lost a little bit of inches, but you can tell when I'm in front of the camera, I still have inches to lose around my waist. I'll be glad when they're gone. And they did leave before, so I know they will eventually. Then another thing, just when you saw the videos on the Staples Day, and a lot of you watched Renda making the staples, well, that was because a friend of mine that's taking it with me, we decided to do a Staples Day, and I told Renda what we were going to do. And she was so good to go through that and make. But I want you to tell you, other than the staples, and my freezers are full of things now, staples and even extra meals that I can just grab and use when I need to. Anyway, also I make myself, in here are my snack items. I've got celery that's full of almond butter. There's a piece of cheese in here, but I also have cheese cut up and some apple slices. And then in here I've got carrots, and these are all carrots out of my garden. So I guess I don't need to put that on there, but I've got carrots and snack food. So I eat my meals, my good carbohydrate, my non-starchy vegetable, my good fat, and my protein. And it starts with a protein. Also, she tells you really how to figure out your protein and your carbos and that sort of thing. And I'm going through the class really slow, so actually I'm still on week 3 of the lectures and the learning. And this is actually the second time around. The first time around I whizzed through it, but I need to go back and really learn it and put it into practice. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm also doing it with a friend, and that really helps. We hold each other accountable for the exercises, and I haven't missed. There was one day during when after the death of our grandson, I missed a day, but I caught it. I usually don't do any. I do it 6 days a week. That's what I count as doing it. So I had to do one exercise on Sunday to catch up for the one I missed during the week. But other than that, I haven't missed, but I do modify them. So I'm not really doing quite everything. I haven't got down on the floor and done the floor exercises. I think someday I'll be able to, but right now I think if I get on the floor, I may not get up. So I haven't done that one yet. But the others I can do. And I started out at 2-pound weights, and now I'm up to 3-pound weight. So I know I'm progressing, so that's good. And anyway, get someone to do it with you if you can. And we go through the lessons, we talk about them, and we pick one of the recipes, and we do it, and then we talk about how we did it. And it's a little bit different than Renda's, and it's a little bit different than my friend's. So we wind up with three different ways you can do that. And it's been fun. And then I'm going to turn the camera around and show you, since I got my laptop, let's see if I can make this, but I don't know if that's going to show, but in the morning, Jim is right there to put me through these exercises, and I just really like it. So, and I do the I do the exercises between pre-breakfast and breakfast in the morning, so I get it done. Okay, and then I'm going to take you over and show you the second half to my kitchen that I never did the other day. So here we go. And someone asked, well, what all was in my kitchen? I don't know if this light will be a problem, but I've got a lot of knives to start with, and the thing to it really doesn't sharpen. What this does, well, it makes a better cutting blade, but anyway. I use 1, 2, 3, about 6 knives out of here, and then I use my kitchen scissors a lot. But a lot of them I don't use, and what happens when you get my age is you start having knives from families. So some of these were my folks' knives, some of these were Tom's folks, and they come to us, and there they are. I'm not what you'd call a collector, but I don't throw away. So I guess, I think things collect me. That's what happens. And then I just love to have my hanging utensils. They're handy. They're right there. I don't have to open a drawer and go through it because they're there. Now, the one thing I did collect, and on my own, I bought these antique graters. But this one is one that I probably bought when we first got married, because 64 years ago, I don't remember that they had such a thing as a box grater. And like this. And this I use a lot of. I use my box grater. But you know, once in a while, I still use these. And it amazes me, but I do. And then, of course, you've seen my bread cooling down on my grate there. So that's about it on my kitchen. And I just really like this kitchen. It's been a nice kitchen. So glad you came. And this is how I survived my 80s. We'll see you later. Wait just a minute. Oh, there. Goodbye.